Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Nashville. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Yellow, blue, 32.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Yeah! And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And across the league, this is not one of the easier defenses to go against, let alone as a rookie. So his confidence, it's been evident all week, and it's shown up here as he tries to prove he belongs on this field.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Ready.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith, touchdown Titans. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Easy. Green 19,
Right to the air, it's Fields. He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check, Hunt.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
1st
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. Oftentimes, it's the wide open punts that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Okay, right.
2nd and 10.
Field, black. Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Set.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 35 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Henry. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 319, get set. Go.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
19 wins tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here we go. 319, get that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
EQ. Here we go, son. 331, 331. Tonight.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they go to work on first and goal.
Here we go. Green light.
Here's a run. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6.
Ready. Field flat. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be third down.
6 yards to go.
Come on, set. Right. Black. 95. Claws red. Go red. Set.
They'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Here's Portland. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here we go. Turn loss, right. Alpha, 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 alpha. Medic, medic, medic. Right.
Fields now to throw on first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From just shy of midfield, here's second down.
Hey, 10. 319. Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll air it out down the middle. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but if you know the hit's coming, you've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Let's go now. Cut, cut.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Down. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started.
Their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Tight end going in motion here. 1st down. Fields. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. So a big one there to start the drive. 37 yards.
Here we go. Right.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Chuck Clark there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Here's Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Right.
Now a little pop pass. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It's a loss of
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7.
9-yard
We're
line.
back to Nashville. In a moment, another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal.
Turbo, sir. Right.
To throw is Fields. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made there by Waddle. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
On the ready.
Modest gain.
It is 2nd and 9.
Set. Black, 95. 52 blaster. Hut.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Third and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 50. Green. Set.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Torrey Horton on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, 19, right. Right.
The drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Chuck Clark is there to make the play. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 7.
Out, let's go. Here we go. 19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go. Is it all right?
Pistol snap back to Fields. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. Ball's incomplete. I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go, Scott.
Fields from the pistol. Quick throw, taken in. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
Here we go. Go.
Fields operating out of the pistol. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to get it.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Set, cut.
Back to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
Here's a third down and 4.
Set, cut. 10 black. Set.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319, get snap. Hey, can. Get high.
Fields to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Oh, he gets it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the ball.
Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Fields, rolling right, taking off, and he's going to be close to the first down. Just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground.
In a short yardage situation, they're going to toss this to the outside and just see if he can win the race to the corner. The pursuit defensively actually wasn't bad. He knew exactly where he needed to get to, and he's able to get to that first down marker and bring up a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Fields. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, we got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum field. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
Ready. Set. Black. Field. Black. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play action now for Fields. Trying to throw that one on the run, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
551, 551, go. Tonight.
Fields. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready. Red 38. Blaster 6. Hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Torrey Horton on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Fields. Moving to his left. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
That's good.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Go.
Up the middle they go. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
at the 6-yard
Mike, you know
line.
the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
And he will score! Touchdown, Tampa. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will extend this third quarter lead.
Titans 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Black Ultra. Down. 50, green. Ready?
To the air now on 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Here in the second half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that third down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
34-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. A throw on the move is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
1st and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Moving to his right. He'll try and catch it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. His kick is good. And the Bucs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Hut, hut.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The catch is made. This is Tucker Crack. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 19.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Derrick Henry, the ball
No, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Ready?
Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see him line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to...
And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Start out here with an option to the left. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. I'm good. Green 19. Tonight.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Open man, right side. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The PAT up and good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
22. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 40-yard
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Here we go.
2nd and 11.
19 winning, 19 winning. Here we go. Set.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
3rd and 11.
331, 331. Tonight.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. They continue their winning ways in the month of